Hey guys, it's your favorite Unc here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. The Cowboys beat the Commanders to snap a 5-game losing streak by the score of 34-26. In the last 2 minutes and 49 seconds, there was a bobble kick return. Kevontae Turpin, picks the ball up and goes 99 yards for a touchdown. Oh, that's the ball game. Nah, the commander says not so fast. Jayden Daniels says, I believe I have one more miracle in me, and it might not be a Hail Mary, but I got a pass for you. He finds Terry McLaurin, 86-yard touchdown. Ocho, we go into overtime. The kicker comes on, the snapper. Because here's the thing, Ocho, people think it's just the pressure on the kicker. There's a pressure on the snapper and the holder.
Yeah.
And you see, it kind of threw his timing off because the ball was a little low and the holder, he bobbled it a little bit and it wasn't even close. It reminded me, and I remember thinking, Ocho, I was thinking to myself, you remember when the Saints, they laterally the ball all the way down the field against Jacksonville, got the touchdown, and then missed the PAT that would have tied the game. Boy, that's a heartbreaking way to lose a game. You done all of that. 86 yards. The crowd is in a frenzy. Your sideline is in a frenzy. And then it's just so anticlimactic that you shank the PAT. Now, you come back in, Ocho. We're going to onside it. Dallas scoops the onside up and goes in for a touchdown.
I mean, you know what? How do I say this? The snapper, the holder, and the kicker, they go through the same routine constantly all week. All week. If it's repetition.
Yeah.
And especially when it comes to a game like this, where the game is on the line and it's on your hands and it's on your foot, you got one job. You got one job. The game of football is a game of inches. There are very few plays, even out of 75, maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 plays at best that makes a difference in the game. And when that opportunity comes, you have to take advantage of those opportunities. And tonight, they missed the opportunity to give themselves a chance to win a game against a Cowboys team that has been playing bad.
You could have buried them. You win this game. If Washington wins this game, they buried the Cowboys. This season is over. Ain't no coming back. You're 3-8. You got 6 games to go. I believe your season is over. Because the Cowboys, they still got to go to Philly. I don't believe they're beating Philly. Philly.
No.
So you could have ended the Cowboys season. But Jayden Daniels, prior to that last match, he wasn't playing well. He wasn't seeing the field particularly well, Ocho. But I want to give the Cowboys D-line some credit. They got after him. Diggy Zua,
Micah. 2 sacks,
They got after the defense was flying around. The Rico Dodell, they had a rushing game. Look, it wasn't great. Wasn't great, but 19 carries, 86 yards. Caught the ball extremely well. And think it was a makeshift line. Your right guard is out. Your left guard is out. They moved Guyton, which was a great thing because all he does is get penalties. And even when they brought his ass in, guess what he did, Ocho? Got 2 penalties. Looking around like what? Ocho, you know what I hate? I wish I owned the video board. Soon as they throw a flag, I know they're going to I'm going to cut the video board off. What you looking up there for? You know what the hell you did. You held a man. That's why they threw a flag on your ass. They be looking up there talking about, you did it. Yeah.
It was you.
I'm like, damn, son. And he's talking about he don't know what. That ain't no whole. Yes, it is. But give the Cowboys credit, Ocho. Like I said, Cooper Rush did a great job, 24-32, 247, 2 touchdowns. They ran the ball well enough to keep the Washington off balance where they just couldn't pin the ears back. CD had 10 for 67. Schoonmaker, I think that's his name. They just have 3 for 55, caught a 24-yard touchdown. But they had some guys that make some big-time plays today, and that's what you need to happen to go on the road and get that nasty taste out of your mouth. But those guys, they got after the quarterback. They hunted the quarterback today, and they did a great job of that. They did a great job.
I'm going to say, when you look at the Cowboys the last 4 weeks, and you look at the Cowboys tonight, especially from a defensive standpoint, Why in the hell they look like they did today against a division opponent, as opposed to not looking like that against everybody else they've been playing?
Tell me so we both know.
I'm just curious. I'm sitting there. I'm watching the game at the cigar bar earlier, and I'm saying to myself, well, goddamn, they show where it's playing well. You know, they playing well offensively. I'm talking about all three phases of the game, whether it be defense, whether it be offense. Hell, they was playing motherfucking good on goddamn special teams. But you look like shit against everybody else.
They did, especially at home, because they've been down by 20 points or more in the last, 5-6 home games. And a lot of those home games, the games haven't been close. The only game that was close this year is that they came back and they were down by 20 against Baltimore. All the other games that they've lost have been 2-score games. But the kicker, he missed a couple a day, and he's a very reliable kicker. He has leg out of this world. But other than that, I thought defensively, this was their best game defensively. I thought overall as an offense, they played well. They ran the ball, not great rushing numbers, Ocho, but they ran the ball well enough to keep them off balance. Turpin, who's turned himself into the best returner in football. And they got him out of the USFL. I think they got him out of the USFL. They got their kicker out of the XFL or the USFL, whatever case may be. And these guys are all pro. That's turned into all pro players. But give the Cowboys credit. And guys, see how easy it is? If you play good, we talk about you. We say good things. But when you play bad, I mean, what other choice do you have? Now, I wonder if somebody's going to go on the IG and say, hey, call me on the phone and talk good about me. I'm just wondering. You think that's going to happen, Ocho?
If they're going to call you and tell you talk good about him?
No, tweet it. No, go on IG. IG posts and stuff like that. You think they're going to say that? Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't think so either. Purdy-less 49ers got clapped by the Packers 38-10. Jordan Love ended the streak of 8 consecutive games with a pick by remaining at 11, which matches this total from last year. Love threw for 163 yards and a pair of touchdowns. But there's reason for concern given they played the Dolphins in 4 days. Josh Jacobs had the lead briefly, but to be treated for cramps. But he had an unbelievable day. The Packers lost Romeo Doubs to a concussion. It'll be difficult for him to make the clear protocol. No, it won't. Because we saw Tua get a concussion and played on a Thursday night. So, but I think what they've learned from that. It's going to be hard for you to get a concussion on Sunday, Ocho, and get your ass on that field on Thursday. Because you condense the amount of time, at least from Sunday to Sunday, Ocho. You had Thursday, you had Friday, and Saturday. You had Saturday. So you had 3 extra days. Now, Sunday, you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you play. Nah. I don't see it happening. The Packers are likely to have Jair Alexander, knee, or Edgerrin Cooper, hamstring. The 49ers were without multiple key starters. The Packers veteran quarterback, Keyshawn Nixon, believes that's not enough of a reason to take credit away from them and their dominant win. It's the NFL. It's not an excuse. We didn't have our quarterback. We won 3 games, so we don't want to hear that. We came to play. They should have come to play. Ocho at 5-6 with a trip to Buffalo awaiting. How dim are the 49ers postseason hopes?
It ain't looking good, huh? It's not looking good, especially who you got to play next to?
They got Buffalo.
I call him Superman. I'm not sure what you call him, but
they got Buffalo Sunday.
In Buffalo?
You call it whatever you want to, but that's who they got in Buffalo.
But it ain't looking good. It's looking real grim. It's looking real grim. And that's even if everybody was healthy too. Even if everybody was healthy. Listen, Josh Allen and them young bulls over there doing something special, man. And there's no disrespect to Shanahan and his team, but they playing different. They playing real different. And most of the time, when you think about the goddamn 49ers, in this time, after Thanksgiving, around this time, they always go on a run. Not only do they go on a run, but they actually healthy when they do so. And they make it into the postseason. But there's too many question marks. There's too many question marks for them right now.
Yeah.
To say that they're gonna make a run and make a have a shot at the playoffs.
Look, backup quarterback, you're asking an awful lot for Christian McCaffrey to miss half the season and to come back in and pick up right up where he left off.
I don't think he's fully healthy either. He don't look right.
No. Brandon Ayuk is out. Kittle played well today. Jennings, but Deebo 1 catch for 21 yards. Christian McCaffrey had 3 for 37. Look, I picked Green Bay to win.
Yeah.
I picked Green Bay to win. I just didn't think. I didn't
think. You're
think.
a bet man and you're a gambler man. I would hope with the injuries that the goddamn 49ers have, you pick Green Bay to win.
Yeah. Look, I'm not so sure even with Purdy. I don't like what I'm seeing for the defense. They're not good defensively. Yeah. And every year at some point in time, it seems like Bosa gets nicked. He's out. Ward, for personal reason, he was out. The safety, Huffnagel, he's out. He's really good, 29, Ocho, but he's been hurt the last 2 years. But at some point in time, Ocho, the next man up, you got 5 next men up that ain't gonna cut it. You might can go with 1 next man up, but you start talking about 4, 5, 6 next men up.
It's not the same.
Nah.
Not the same.
No. They got their work cut out for them. Now, look, it's not, they're 5-6. I think the best record in that division is 6-5, Seattle. And I think Arizona. They play these teams. I think they might be done. I don't think they play Seattle again, but I think they got Arizona, and I think they got the Rams again. But this is not the 49er team that we saw last year. This is not the 49er team that we're accustomed to seeing. Like you said, that are used to playing. They're normally going in this direction, heading into December and January. And it seems like they're heading in this direction now, going into December and January. This is – but Green Bay, Josh Jacobs is unbelievable. And people are like, man, y'all gave up on Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, and I if they'd have kept Aaron Jones, I would have been disappointed with him. But they wanted they went with, I think, a younger back that runs with a little bit more power. He can catch the ball. He can catch the ball out of the backfield just like Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones is really good at catching the football. I was surprised Dallas didn't make a play for him. He was another guy that was available in free agency. He's from Dallas. He loves the Cowboys. Look at his numbers when he plays the Cowboys, especially in AT&T Stadium. But hey, they went in the direction that they wanted to go. But they ran the ball 42 times for $169. Jordan Love with 13 of 23, 163, 2 touchdowns. Wasn't the most efficient, but he didn't turn the ball over. Long as he doesn't turn the ball over, because remember, Ocho, he had a streak. He was turning the ball over every single game, and sometimes he was turning it over multiple times. That's what gets you in trouble. But give him credit. Green Bay 8-3, stay at A. Because think about it. You got 10-1 Detroit, you got 9-2 Minnesota, and you got 8-3 Green Bay. Only one can win the division. Whole division playing ball.